Fingerprints have general rich patterns that permits them to be systematically classified. This is the third fundamental principle of fingerprint, which expresses that there are some basic patterns of fingerprint which are distributed among all the people in the world. So today we are going to talk about the patterns of fingerprint and their characteristics. Hello guys, this is Tushar Rajaram Ahire. Welcome back to Tushar's Online Forensics. So without any delay, let's start our online forensic class. Some books or author says there are 3 basic patterns of fingerprint and some says there are 4 basic patterns of fingerprint. But there is no such a big difference in that, so we will just move towards the patterns of fingerprint. As the third fundamental principle of fingerprint, there are 3 basic patterns of fingerprint. They are loop, whorls and arches. According to the other book, the fourth one is tent or tented arch. Now this is the type of arches, so we will just study these 3 basic patterns of fingerprint. According to the study, 60 to 65% of population contains loop, 30 to 35% of population contains whorl pattern, and about 5% of population contain arches. Every person in this world share these patterns. Now a person can have a single pattern or mixture of all of them. Now I will ask a question at the end of this video. Why that question is important, I will discuss it at the end. So stay tuned till the end. Now let's talk about the patterns and the characteristics of it. The first pattern is loop. A typical loop pattern you can see here on your screen. It is a class of fingerprint that is characterized by ridge lines which enters from one side of pattern and curves around to exit from the same side of pattern, that is called as loop. Now there are 2 types of loops. First one is ulnar loop and second one is radial loop. Now what is ulnar loop? If the loop open towards the little finger, that is called as ulnar loop, and if the loop open towards the thumb, that is called as radial loop. The pattern area of the loop is surrounded by 2 diverging ridges known as type lines. The ridge point at or nearest the type line divergence and located at or directly in the front of point of divergence, that is known as delta. All loops must have one delta. The core, as the name suggests, it is the approximate center of the pattern. Second pattern, the whorls. The whorls are actually divided into 4 distinct groups, as you can see here on your screen: plain whorls, central pocket loop, double loop and accidental. All whorls must have a type line and 2 deltas in it. The plain whorl and central pocket loop must have one ridge that makes the complete circuit. This ridge may be in the form of spiral, an oval or any variant of a circle. If an imaginary line drawn between 2 deltas contained within these 2 patterns touches any one of the spiral ridge, the pattern is plain whorl. If no such ridge is touched, the pattern is central pocket loop. Now coming towards double loop, as the name implies, this contains the combination of 2 loops in one fingerprint. Any whorl classified as an accidental, it contains 2 or more patterns. The combination of this pattern may be loop and plain whorl or loop and tented arch. Now coming towards the third and the last pattern of the fingerprint, which is arches. The least common of all the 3 general patterns, which is subdivided into 2 distinct groups. First one is plain arch and second one is tented arch. The plain arch is the simplest form of all the fingerprint. It is formed by the ridges entering from the one side of print and exiting from the opposite side of the print. Generally, these ridges tend to rise in the center of the pattern, forming wave-like structure. The tented arch is similar to the plain arch, except that instead of rising smoothly at the center, it has the sharp upthrust or spike at the center. These arches do not have any type line, deltas or cores. As I told you in the beginning of this video, I will ask you a question. So the question is, what is ACEV process? The importance of this question is frequently asked in UGC NET exams. So comment your answers in comment section below and let me know. I will post or I will provide the answer of this question in next video. Till then, please press the like button and share this video to your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.